I've got a bucket warning here. This Horrorhead and Scummo, the two of them, you're going to see talking to each other here. Prime Minister Scummo issues a plea to anti-vaxxers after COVID vaccine announcement. Okay, let's play this.
Every Australian will get access to a free coronavirus vaccine if an Oxford University trial proves successful.
Free. Who's going to pay for it? Nothing comes for free. Do you think they're going to give us 25 million doses of vaccines for free? No, it's not free. Somehow it's going to come out of the taxpayers' money. So don't give us this free shit.
The federal government has signed a deal to secure 25 million shots from AstraZeneca, a drug company working with the uni. Trials for the drug are currently underway, and it's hoped the vaccine could be ready by the end of the year, with the doses manufactured right here in Australia. Joining me now, Prime Minister Scott Morrison. Prime Minister, good morning to you.
Look at the smirk on his face.
Exciting and hopeful, doesn't it? How hopeful are you that these trials are going to be effective?
Have a look at these fucking idiots laughing. We needed that. It's exciting. Oh, fucking.
Yeah.
Well, I am hopeful, but also, naturally cautious. And it is good news. I mean, as people are going through each and every day, dealing with the restrictions, businesses, particularly people down in Melbourne and across Victoria, people in border towns, I know the real strain and stress. And today is a day of hope for all Australians.
You know the real strain and stress. You have put us in this real strain and stress, along with the other horrid premiers. It's nothing to do with a virus, mate, and you know that. And you know this vaccine's been ready for a long time.
That the work that is being done out of Oxford, we've been able to strike this deal with AstraZeneca, and this would mean a vaccine for every single Australian, with the vaccines manufactured right here in Australia. And this is important news. We've gotten into this early, and that will mean, should the trials prove successful.
Because we're the guinea pigs. We in Australia are the guinea pigs. That's why we're going to be the first.
That we can get on with it.
Yep. So they send us, if you like, the recipe for the vaccine, and then CSL, which is the old Commonwealth Serum Laboratory, would produce it in Melbourne. And they...
Just look at the smirk on this guy's face. You're talking about duping delight. This guy is loving this. He is thriving on this. And if you don't know who this guy is, he is one of the most horrid media people ever. Ever.
Reckon it could be ready by the end of the year, is that right?
Well, in terms of the manufacturing arrangements, there's still a bit of work to do there, but I'm very confident about how that's proceeding. And it would take a couple of months to get the manufacturing underway once we were able to receive.
I asked a question. Oxford University, are they going to supply this to the UK in 4 months' time? Why has Australia gone to Oxford University? Are we the only ones that are going to be taking this vaccine at the end of the year? Guinea pigs, are we?
As you say, the recipe. And so I would expect to see it in early 2021. Right. If we can get it done earlier than that, then we will.
Okay, and it will be a staged introduction, will it? The most vulnerable will get vaccinated first, and our health workers and the like.
I suggest you are the first two to get it. And we want to see it live with the so-called anti-vaxxer plunging it into your arms. That's what we want to see.
Well, the next step is to roll out that plan for how it would be put in right across the country. And you're right. I mean, that we're taking clinical and medical advice on and how that would be done. That would also, of course, be influenced by further information that's discovered through those trials about what particular vulnerabilities were, etc. But yeah, that's why we'd take that medical advice and then we'd roll it out. But as you say, it's for everyone dealing with the difficulties of COVID-19 every day.
We're dealing with difficulties once again because of you and the fucking scum who are reading this script. No virus is worrying us. It is you and Andrews who are reading the script and making life difficult for everyone. I've yet to speak to anyone that has been affected by coronavirus.
This is one of those days where we're getting on top of it.
Yeah.
Getting on top of it. You know, they know they're going to drag this on for another 4 months. Honestly, how long's it been? 5 months here in Victoria, these lockdowns, and people still can't see it. By God, I hope this wakes them up. No, sadly, they'll be queuing up for the vaccine. Go for it. Put it in your body. If you want it, if you're worried about this so-called bug, take the vaccine. And let's see what the consequences are.
Have you bet the house on Oxford University, or have you done a series of other deals with other...
How come you know the script, Kosh? How come you know the script, knowing full well that he's going to say, we're not 100% sure about this with Oxford. We're going to use other backup plans. Amazing, Kosh.
potential candidates like Queensland University?
Well, of course, there's the University of Queensland arrangement, which we're already involved in.
Hang on. Why don't you stick with Queensland University? It's an Australian university. It's going to save us money. What's the difference between Queensland University and Oxford University, apart from being miles apart and in different countries? Come on. You got to support your own country, don't you, scummo?
As a funder, there are 160 different projects all around the world, and some of those are obviously quite unlikely, but some of them are also in a much better position. And we've pulled together an expert panel which is being led by Professor Brendan Murphy.
Expert panel by Professor Brendan Murphy. Isn't he the guy that was the not the federal, but the health officer that was, making the decisions on your behalf initially? Didn't he just walk away from that role as the chief health medical officer? Oh, no, he hasn't walked away. He's behind this bullshit vaccine thing.
And they are advising us on those that are the right ones to put further, if you like, positions on to ensure that we can spread our risk. We're not putting everything in the AstraZeneca basket.
Yes, you are. Yes, you are. And how are these people finding out from all the other vaccine makers? Are they going around knocking on their doors worldwide, says, oh, how's it going? What stage you at? How many people have you tested? I mean, honestly, the experts here in Australia are knowing full well what did he say? 167 different vaccine companies. Yeah, and they're really aware of what's going on there.
But that is the most advanced and the most likely based on the expert advice we have. But
expert advice. No, people that are paid to read the script, funded by Bill Gates.
Won't be the only one.
Okay. For this to work, you've got to have a lot of people vaccinated. We're hearing reports today that a lot of your ministers are being spammed by the anti-vaxxers.
Oh, here we go. Let's knock the anti-vaxxers. No, we're waking up to tell you and your ministers that we're not going to accept this. But good old Koshy, he knows the questions to ask because this has all been rehearsed. He's a part of this.
What do you say to them in terms of safety and why we need to be vaccinated when this comes out?
Get stuffed, you idiot.
Well, it's the same with any vaccination. And we've been subject to those things before. I was the Minister for Social Services that introduced no jab, no play.
Oh, that'd be right. So you're pretty expert in this, aren't you, scummo?
And you've just got to put forward the medical evidence and the science, and I think there is a strong weight of community opinion. You've got to...
Community opinion, because you've brainwashed the community. That's why they've got an opinion. They've got no opinion. They just want to get out of this mess that you've created. So they'll take the vaccine gladly.
Get to herd immunity with any vaccines. And for those who are unable, for absolute medical reasons, not able to take vaccines, and that happens with many vaccines in the country, they're the ones who rely on everybody taking it even more. So you've got to do it for yourself, your family, and for your fellow Australians. I mean, people can't think of just themselves in these situations.
What do you need to get, level do you need to get to make it effective in the community?
It's about, well, my advice is it's around about a 2/3.
He loves the 2/3. He used that with this bullshit COVID Safe app where he said exactly the same. 60%, nearly 2/3, need to, log on to the app for it to work. They love the 2/3 of 66.
Coverage when it comes to any sort of herd immunity, but we'll take the medical advice on that. But we're looking for you.
As far as herd immunity, just let us live our lives, and we'll get the herd immunity. If we catch this so-called virus, which you don't catch anyway, we'll live with it. We're not going to die because we're not 85 yet.
Universal coverage here, David. I mean, this pandemic has devastated economies. It's devastated livelihoods. And
no, it hasn't. You have devastated livelihoods and economies. It's no pandemic. It's a scam.
It's taken over 430 lives in Australia, and
430 lives in Australia. That's how many people die a day in Australia. A day. And yet, we're on about 430 that supposedly died from this, 85% of them being 85 years old plus, in 7 months. You've got to be kidding me.
Sadly, I fear worse news still to come on that front in the days and weeks ahead, given the outbreak in Victoria.
Oh, it's going to get worse. Yes, that's your plan in the next few months. Let's slowly bring the cases down in Victoria. But oops! Oh no, there's another outbreak. There's more clusters and there's more hot spots. And oh no, it's been set off again. It's been set off again. And the cases will skyrocket to probably 4 figures now, all the way till the end of the year. And we're going to take the vaccine. That is the plan. I'll bet my left testicle on it. That is the plan.
And so it's important that we make this as far and wide application as possible.
Yeah. And also, we've got to get borders open again, don't we? And get the economy moving. And
you can do that right now. You can do that right now. The rest of Australia, apart from Victoria's got no problems,
And this is the best way to do it.
Oh, yeah, it's the best way to do it.
A vaccine is the ultimate answer.
Oh, yeah.
It also means the work on contact tracing and testing, that hasn't changed. So
oh, yeah, you still got to contact, trace and test. It's all about control. But the vaccine is the ultimate answer. No, it's not. It's the ultimate agenda.
Distancing and cracking down on outbreaks. The information we're starting to see out of Victoria is improving. That's welcome.
Yeah, improving till you fudge the figures again and make it spiral up again, like I just said.
There's still quite a distance to go there. In the rest of the country, I mean, we're doing very, very well, and we obviously want to see the economic side of this also addressed.
Oh, bullshit, you do. You want to bankrupt the whole economy so you can sell the country off to China for two quid.
And that will be a key topic for discussion again on Friday at the National Cabinet.
Get stuffed.